What up, you guys? It's your boy T-Rush back with another video. And as some of you know, Lonzo plays his first game as a Laker today against the Clippers, I believe, and I will be tuning into that. But before we tune into that, we gonna watch his introductory press conference. And I said, what other way to get up for his game than to watch his first day as a Laker? So let's get right to this introductory press conference. Let's go.
First of all, I want to welcome everybody here. What a tremendous day it is for Laker Nation, the Laker organization.
I know it's funny, I have the LeBron shirt on, but you know, I don't have my Lonzo gear yet. I'm going to get it. I don't have it yet, though. It's fine.
The new face of the Lakers, the guy who I think will lead us back to where we want to be. We want to start building a successful team, and you have to have a great leader and somebody that can make their teammates better, somebody who has incredible basketball IQ. His IQ is off the charts, and somebody who can get their teammates to follow them and want to get out on that wing like James Worthy and Byron Scott and Michael Cooper used to do back in the day. We feel that we have that person right here in Lonzo Ball. We were very excited to pick Lonzo. We want to say also thank you to his family. We had a great time at their home. LeVar cooked for us and showed us his drills and everything he's been doing with not just his son, but with other young kids and everybody, and also met his beautiful mother as well, Lonzo's mother, so that was great. But this is an exciting time for us, and so we want to say welcome to LA, welcome to the Lakers, man, and we look forward to exciting things. And I'm going to put a little pressure on you right now. You look to your right, there's some jerseys hanging on that wall. We expect all jersey hanging on one day.
Bringing some high praise to my boy Lonzo Ball.
My partner in crime, who I want to thank. Before I get to him, it was a great effort from a lot of different people last night, because it's not just Lonzo who we drafted, and Rob will go into that, the other guys who we drafted to go along with Lonzo. But we also want to thank Jesse and Joey, who Jesse's team did an outstanding job, our scouting department, of scouting all the players that we were able to draft last night, and so enjoy with his input. So we want to thank both of them, and then also the head of this whole organization, Jeannie Butts. We want to thank her for her leadership. So Rob has not been able to sleep for a month. For this past week, he's been on the phone with every single team. I don't know how many times. We had so many trade scenarios. We had. I don't know how he's sitting here today, but I want to say thank you, partner, because you were able to really work your magic on a trade, and that I think will allow us the cap freedom to, play in free agency. And we say thank you for that, as well as just your leadership. So without further ado, I want to pass it to my partner.
He not worth that contract.
Rob Pelinka.
He ain't worth it.
So this day for us, I think, is a culmination of
incredible
things. I remember being in the SUV.
He bring a high praise to his guy.
New York when the Balls had just come out, and just thinking we had a 15% chance to be up there today next to this unbelievable person and player. It's crazy to think of it coming true. We feel like Lonzo is a transcendent talent, and we knew, Magic and I knew the moment we scouted his game, the type of player he was and how he was raised.
The reason I like him,
I think you guys know in press conferences, I don't like a lot of hyperbole.
Other players involved.
Just a whole bunch of words. I like to tell stories.
He'll get himself to
points. I think when this really came into focus for us was we knew the talent was transcendent. Like I said, the way he passes the ball.
Awesome passer.
Quarterbacks like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
to
just have a
NFL
gift.
quarterbacks.
There's clearly a gift with what he's been blessed with. So we knew on a basketball standpoint there were no questions. The process for us really became about the person.
His
character is so important
too.
to what we're building here. Mm-hmm. And so
Very humble.
Gaines, who was the
Very
agent
humble.
for Lonzo and his family, did an awesome job with the process. And he invited us out to Chino Hills to spend some time with the family. And it was really an amazing experience. I'll tell you a little bit about it. We arrived in the morning at around 7:30, and immediately the SUV brought us to some hills, these steep running hills. And Lonzo and his brothers and about 17 neighborhood kids were being coached by LeVar. And it was unbelievable to see the endurance. But what struck me the most in terms of the issue of character, I had a basketball dad who actually recently passed. And I remember one thing he said to me. He said, "Son," he said, "it's not always about how you treat the most important person in a room. It's about how you treat the least important person in a room." And I was amazed at the commitment from Coach LeVar with every single kid that he was training. It wasn't just about Lonzo or his brothers. It was about the 12-year-old. It was about the, 8th grader. Every name of every person he knew and all the characteristics of them he knew. And so it went from the hills to the home, where then they transformed the garage into a weight room. And the commitment of Lonzo and his brothers and all of the other kids to training and to excellence was just a very eye-opening experience for Irvin and I. And then we got a chance, too, to see Tina, who everyone knows is Lonzo's mom, who's been through some hard things with her health. But the way the family rallied around her with love and just strength was an awesome feeling. So throughout the day, and Magic, I think already told this story, then all of a sudden LeVar's cooking sausages and eggs and pancakes and strawberries and doing the dishes. And it was just a feeling where you left the experience and you said, this is a family that is centered around treating people the right way and hard work and a high level of character. And we see that in Lonzo, and we know that those leadership qualities are what's going to take the Lakers to our ultimate destination, which is winning an NBA championship. So that story, I think, really cements what this day is all about for us and why we're so proud to be up here with his family in attendance, and why we're just so excited to have you guys here to celebrate this too. So with no further ado, we're going to present this to Lonzo.
My boy Lonzo, that boy a Laker. That boy a Laker. UFC, what he about at 5:30, I believe. 4:30, 5:30. Tune in. Gets these Clippers. I don't know who the Clippers drafted. I actually forgot, but we gonna see. Lonzo gonna show out.
So Lonzo, just leave me 1 or 2 records, okay? That's it. All right. Don't break all my records. Just, I want your grandfather. Just let him leave me 1, okay? All right. We want to introduce the newest Laker, and let's give him a hand. Lonzo Ball.
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to the organization, for calling my name, making my dream come true. I'm happy to be home, and I'm ready to get to work.
So, Allison?
Yeah. Lonzo, Jim Hill, CBS Sports here in Los Angeles. First of all, welcome to the Lakers. This is where you've always wanted to be. You changed the culture at UCLA. Magic says he wants you to be the face of this franchise and change the culture here. How are you going to do that, or how difficult will that be when you still have so much to learn about the NBA?
Well, that's been asked me for my whole life, so I'm used to it.
He's ready for a challenge.
Like I said, I'm coming here with a winning attitude.
He brings leadership to the team, and he can carry the team on his back if he needs to.
Hey, Lonzo, when you were last here for your workout, you were kind of surrounded by a lot of media. How's this day different from that day for you personally, now that you're part of the team?
Well, it's a lot better now that it's official. But I'm used to all the media, and it's nice talking to you guys.
Hi, Lonzo. What was it like in the draft room just waiting for your name to be called?
I felt good, especially getting the call, 3 minutes before. Definitely made me feel a lot better. So when they called my name, I was ready. Happy my family was there, and it was just a great moment.
I'll add to that story because it's a good one. When I sat on the other side of the table at the draft as an agent with players, a couple times over the 18 drafts that I did that, a couple times the team would call me as the agent to put the team on the phone with the player before the pick was made. And I always thought that was a really classy thing, so you wouldn't be so nervous. So Magic said, he's like, well, let's do that with Lonzo. So we called his agent, and his agent handed him the phone. I think it was pretty loud at the draft. But Magic said, hey, at the Lakers, we like to make dreams come true. Welcome aboard. So it was a great moment.
Lonzo, right here. Steve Finley, Culver City News. We covered you when you were at UCLA. And how did UCLA prepare you? Well, you've been being prepared all your life for this, but what part did UCLA play in this?
Everybody at UCLA helped me, from the teachers, to the coaches, to my
That's some great numbers
players
right
on my
there.
team. And
That's some great
I thank them for
numbers.
everything, and I'm thankful for the relationships I made with them.
If he keeps those numbers this year, I
Lonzo,
feel like he'll win
Martin,
Rookie of the
doing
Year.
is, what do you think of the
Easily,
challenge
if
that
he
Magic just
keeps up
outlined
those
about being
numbers.
on the wall with one of the jerseys at some point?
I think it's a good goal to set, so definitely be chasing that.
What do you think will be the key to be able to reach that goal?
Just work every day, go out there and play my game.
That's some good shooting percentage, except from free throw line.
Rob,
He
over
he
to
needs to shoot
your
better from
left,
free throw
Rob.
line.
I wanted to address this to you first, Rob, and this Magic would be a good person to answer this as well. But the type of infectious passing that you see in Lonzo, is that something as you're scouting players that you see that's increasingly rare? And how does that, Magic, from your perspective also, how does that permeate through the team? And what's the way that can affect a whole franchise?
Well, I think first of all, guys want to get out on that break and run hard because they know Lonzo will find them and not just give them a pass, but a score.
Yeah, he knows how to
pass.
put it in the
Some people
right
can pass,
place.
but very, very few people can lead to a scoring
Yeah,
pass, and that's what type of
puts in
passer
the
he is. He's unbelievable. He has a great feel for the game.
People to score.
He understands angles, and that's also difficult. That's what we saw watching so much tape of him. You see yourself. You see Jason Kidd. You see guys who can see the floor and make the correct pass. It's
There was just one pass where it was full court pass.
I was blown away by that.
One
I saw
hand.
him live
It was
twice.
nice.
I saw him take over the Oregon game at home when they were behind, and he made every winning play to close the game out, and that was
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. So
That
I
clutch
think
three.
our players are
That
going to love
clutch
playing with him,
three.
and also they become better passers. They
That was
want to
nice.
make the extra pass because of Lonzo. So this is a great day for them too, not just the organization, but for our players. And that's why they're all getting ready right now because they're going to love playing with them. Watch out, Larry Nance on that line.
Oh, yeah, that boy got hops.
Julius Randle coming down the middle with that left hand. Big Zoo back there trailing. Bam. I mean, on and on. Don't get me started now. I'm just like,
He's seeing it right now.
a
He
great
got
day
vision.
because you're going to see highlight moments.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
from
lot of
young man
highlights.
Just
Yeah.
by passing the basketball.
And then it's going to be more scoring
Laker
highlights.
fans
so.
are used to that. We're used to great leaders. That's why we win, right? You think about Derek Fisher was a great leader, right? And so it's not just his passing, but his leadership is what sold me too. And then last but not least, going to Chino Hills, spending time with the family, getting to know LeVar away, forget all the other stuff. Him and I, man to man, it was really a great moment. And then visiting with Lonzo was special. So that's what I would say, and I'll pass it to my partner.
Yeah, so Mike, good question. I think there's a perfect fit here in the way that Luke Walton wants to
Luke
coach
Walton's
the
a great
team,
coach.
the
I
really
like him.
style of play he wants. The ball moving around, no 20-second dribblers, overhandlers. And
I think that's one of the reasons they traded D'Angelo too,
It's
because
going to be infectious because he's getting it, he's getting it up the floor.
he's an isolation
And I'll
scorer.
say
He's
this
not
too
really a
is kind of
passer.
a challenge. I
He
mean,
likes to score.
having seen
He likes to have ball in his hand,
players
isolation.
develop and seen Kobe
That's what he likes to
from
do. I think that's one of the
18
reasons
to the end of his
They
career.
trade him.
I think Lonzo has the ability to be an all-defensive player in his career because He's got great length at the point guard position, extraordinary length. And if he commits, I think, to film work, continuing the endurance training, and just a mentality of defensive toughness, I think he's going to be talked about as a great two-way player. And I think Coach Walton and the staff is really committed to that.
He has the potential to be a great defensive player.
Defense as well as our
Like,
offense. So I
he
don't
has
want to lose
potential
sight
to
of
be a
that.
great
'Cause that's
player
important.
overall. So I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, I was born in '97, so I didn't get to see him live. But my dad definitely had some tape of him. The hard work classes came on. He just called me in his room, and we just watched. And it was a pleasure to watch and learn a lot from him.
Hey, Lonzo, Kurt Sandoval from ABC7. A, congratulations. B, they talked a lot about Chino Hills. When you were drafted yesterday, there were a lot of people who said, Lonzo put us on the map. And Magic said that you're the new face of the Lakers. Can you speak to what this means for you, putting Chino Hills on the map and so many people that helped you in Chino Hills to get to where you are today?
It's very humbling. Not a lot of people come from Chino Hills. It's not a big city. But, I'm proud to be from there, and I'm happy that I can put on for them.
Yeah, Alonzo, Bill Plaschke, LA Times back here. How do you deal with the pressure of the expectations? It's probably as much on you as any rookie in Laker history.
Rob is ready to get to work. He's over the top it.
Bill, it wasn't none on me. He the first rookie with pressure? Bill, I thought you loved me.
Magic's like,
We won a championship.
there wasn't no pressure on me.
Okay, Bill.
That's funny.
I got him good, didn't I?
Well,
Rob's ready to get to work with Lonzo. He's ready. He's over the top.
Playing game basketball, which I've been playing my whole life. So it's fun to me. I know it's going to be fun here. I'm not really worried about all that.
I think the main thing here is that Lonzo, all he needs to do is play his game. He doesn't need to change. I think we got great young weapons around him. I see Larry Nance over there. If I'm Larry, I'm getting in the best shape possible.
Yeah, he's going to have to run.
He's going to give you 10 points right there just
he's
with his
gonna have
passes.
to run.
I think everybody understands playing with somebody with Lonzo's talent will make them better and also give them easier baskets. And so he just needs to play his game. He doesn't need to change. Just play his game.
Yeah, he doesn't have to change at all. He's already a great player.
Lonzo, ESPN LA right over here. How much interaction have you had with some of the players on your current roster,
Not very many at all. I was kind of focused on UCLA last year, and I just got picked yesterday. So, I guess I can meet them soon.
All right. That's it for his video. So, I feel like Lonzo about to kill. He about to kill with that team. And we're about to see, really, some highlight passes in this game. In Summer League in general. And he about to have fun. It's going to be fun to watch, too. So, and I look forward to him being Rookie of the Year. So, I'm going to watch this game. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Make sure y'all share this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and peace.